Hey friends, Amelia here with a new book summary. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to overcome every obstacle, face every challenge head-on, and achieve incredible success, almost like they've discovered a secret formula, while others, despite working just as hard, stay stuck in the same place? Why does this happen? Is it just luck? Or is there something deeper going on, something we're not seeing? All of us want success, whether it's in our careers, relationships, or personal growth. But real success, the kind that brings peace deep within, doesn't just come from the outside world, it starts from within. Now imagine this, what if you had a roadmap in your hands? A guide that not only tells you what to do, but also how to think, how to make decisions, and how to transform yourself from the inside out. That's exactly what this book offers. It's not about magic tricks or shortcuts. It teaches you powerful habits, habits that go deep and touch your character, habits that change your thinking. And when your thinking changes, your actions follow. And when your actions change, your results naturally begin to shift. So if you're someone who's searching for clarity, confidence, and a mindset that keeps you grounded, even during life's toughest storms, keep watching. Because today, we're going to uncover 7 powerful habits that not only make you more effective, but also help you become a better human being. This isn't just a book, it's a journey. A journey from self-awareness to self-mastery. And today you're taking the first step. Habit 1. Be proactive. Do you believe your life is shaped by your decisions or by your circumstances? Many of us think that our lives are controlled by what's happening to us, whether it's office politics, family pressure, or financial stress. But imagine if you had the power to control your reactions. What if you could choose how to feel and behave in any given situation? That's exactly what being proactive means. Being proactive doesn't mean staying busy all the time. It means taking responsibility for your actions and reactions. When something goes wrong, how often do we say things like, "What can I do? It's just bad luck," or "They're the problem, not me." That's reactive thinking. Reactive people let their emotions and moods be controlled by external situations. If the weather is gloomy, their mood crashes. If someone says something rude, their whole day is ruined. But proactive people, they look for their power within. Their mindset says, "I can change. I can choose. I am the creator of my life." Think about how you start your day. Do you begin by scrolling through WhatsApp or reading the news? Are you reacting or acting consciously? Being proactive is about recognizing the space between stimulus and response. That space is your power. It's where your freedom and growth live. Let's say someone insults you. A reactive person might instantly explode with anger. But a proactive person takes a pause, thinks it through, and responds in a way that aligns with their values. Proactive people don't ask, "What do I want right now?" They ask, "What kind of person do I want to become?" And that question changes everything. When you become proactive, you stop playing the victim. You stop blaming, you stop making excuses, and you start building a new identity, a person who leads their life rather than letting life lead them. This habit isn't easy. It requires you to face yourself, challenge your own thoughts, but it lays the foundation for the 6 other habits. So take one small step today. Start with your language. Instead of saying, "I can't," say, "I'll try." Replace "I don't have time" with "It's not my priority." Because when you become proactive, you don't just change your situation, you change yourself. And when you change, the world around you begins to change too. Habit 2, begin with the end in mind. Now close your eyes for a moment and imagine standing at your own funeral. Yes, you heard that right, your funeral. Your friends, your family, your coworkers, they're all there sharing stories about you. Now ask yourself, what do you want them to say? "He was rich," or "He had a kind heart and his words still inspire us"? Welcome to Habit 2, begin with the end in mind. This habit is about starting every task with a clear vision of the final result. It's about living life with clarity, so you're not just existing, you're designing. Because the truth is, a lot of people are busy, hardworking, constantly moving, but climbing the wrong ladder. Imagine putting all your effort into climbing a wall, only to realize at the top that it was the wrong wall all along. That's what happens when we chase career goals, money, or success without knowing what we truly want deep down. This isn't just a feel-good quote. It's a powerful mindset that lays the foundation for strong relationships, better communication, and genuine collaboration. Thinking win-win means we don't compete, we collaborate. We don't rise by putting others down, we rise together. Let's be honest. Have you ever felt a twinge of jealousy when someone else succeeded? Or felt disappointed when someone praised another person instead of you? These feelings are normal in a culture that teaches comparison. But the win-win mindset moves us from comparison to cooperation. The beauty of this habit is that it's not just about attitude, it's about character. To truly live with a win-win mindset, you need 3 things: integrity, doing what you say; maturity, respecting others' viewpoints; and an abundance mentality, believing that there's enough for everyone. People who don't think win-win live with a scarcity mindset. They believe that love, respect, success, everything is limited, that if someone else gets it, there's less left for them. But win-win thinkers believe there's enough to go around. They understand something powerful. Someone else's success doesn't take away from mine. In fact, when we work together, we can achieve so much more. Now, that's not always easy. Sometimes people will manipulate you, cheat you, and take advantage of you. So is a win-win always possible? Not really. But here's the thing. The mindset of win-win is always possible. Sometimes the best solution is no deal at all. If a situation doesn't allow both sides to win, then maybe it's best to not even get involved. Imagine having relationships where both people grow, where there are no ego battles, just mutual respect, where your victory doesn't mean someone else's loss. Think win-win isn't just for business deals or negotiations. It works in parenting, friendships, love, and even your relationship with yourself. When you want to win with self-respect and want the other person to win with compassion, that's when you truly become effective. Real victory isn't about winning alone. It's about winning together. So from today, choose not win-lose, not lose-win, but only win-win. Habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Have you ever had a conversation where it felt like the other person was listening but not really listening? Like they were just waiting for their turn to talk, not trying to understand you? Now ask yourself, have you ever done the same? As humans, we naturally rush to speak. We want to be understood. We want people to hear our feelings, to agree with our side. But we forget the first step to connection is not speaking, it's understanding. That's the essence of Habit 5. If you want someone to understand you, you must first understand them. Here's a real question. When someone comes to you with pain, frustration, or confusion, do you truly listen? Or do you start giving advice right away? Most people rush to fix things, to offer solutions, without understanding the emotional state or real needs of the other person. Imagine a doctor giving you medicine without asking questions, without even understanding what's wrong. Would you trust them? So, why do we do the same in relationships? This habit offers a rare and beautiful gift, empathic listening. It's not just about hearing words, it's about feeling the emotions, the silence between the words, the unspoken pain. To be an empathic listener, you have to drop judgment, slow down your need to respond, and simply observe with your heart. When you listen to someone with your full heart, they don't just feel heard, they feel understood. And that's one of the deepest human needs, to feel understood. Now comes the second part, then to be understood. When you take the time to understand someone first, your influence increases dramatically. When you speak, people will genuinely listen, because you've already given them your attention, your respect. Effective communication doesn't come from fancy words. It comes from authentic connection. Think about it. In your home, at work, with friends, how many conflicts happen simply because people don't try to understand each other? Everyone wants their feelings to be heard and validated. And when you offer that gift to someone, without interrupting, without rushing to fix, it can be healing. Seek first to understand, then to be understood isn't just a trick, it's a mindset, it's a heart set. And the most amazing part? When you start understanding others deeply, you begin to understand yourself in a whole new way. So next time someone comes to you with their story, try listening. Not to reply, but to truly understand. That one act might just change their whole life. Habit 6, synergize. Have you ever wondered what happens when 2 people work together? Is the result just 1 + 1 = 2? Not always. Sometimes it equals 11. That's the magic of synergy, creating something greater together than we ever could alone. But look around, some people want to shine solo. They cut others off, dominate conversations, and always try to prove they're right. And then there are others who think together, appreciate each other's strengths, and celebrate differences. That's where synergy is born. not from sameness, but from embracing differences as strength, not threats. Imagine an orchestra. Every instrument has its own unique sound. But when they all play in harmony, they create music that touches the soul. That's synergy. It happens when diverse thoughts, experiences, and perspectives come together without ego clashing. Yet many of us are afraid. Afraid that someone else's idea might be better. Afraid we'll have to change how we think. But real synergy happens when we open up, admit we don't know everything, and remain willing to learn from others. And let's be clear, synergy is not compromise. In compromise, both sides give something up. But in synergy, both sides create something new, something that neither could have done alone. So just imagine, what if every relationship, every team, every conversation started with the mindset of adding, not subtracting? Disagreements will still happen, but those disagreements won't destroy. Instead, they'll give birth to better solutions. Because when two minds think differently, yes, there may be conflict. But from that clash, a masterpiece can emerge. Imagine you're in a heated discussion with someone, but instead of fighting to win, you choose to truly listen. That moment of mutual respect creates not just resolution, but something far more powerful, creativity. That's the magic of synergy. It's not just about getting better results, it's about transforming relationships. When you genuinely listen to someone, when you take their ideas seriously, that person feels empowered, and that feeling builds trust, and trust is the foundation of every great collaboration. So next time you're part of a team or facing a disagreement, ask yourself, do I just want to win, or do I want us to create something new together? Because let's face it, changing the world isn't a solo act. But together, we can build a world where every person's uniqueness is an asset. Synergize, and you'll discover that together, we can be more powerful than we ever could be alone. Now let's talk about one of the most overlooked yet most essential habits. Sharpen the saw. Picture this, a man is cutting wood in a forest. He's drenched in sweat, exhausted, but the wood just won't cut. You walk over and ask, why don't you sharpen your saw? He replies, I don't have time, I'm too busy cutting wood. Sounds ridiculous, right? But aren't we all doing the same thing? Running from task to task, buried under deadlines, pressure, and responsibilities, never stopping, never reflecting, just surviving. That's where habit 7 comes in. Sharpening the saw means recharging, renewing, and preparing yourself again. Because if you don't take time to restore yourself, you'll eventually burn out, break down, and lose touch with the person you're trying to become. So what does it actually mean to sharpen the saw? It's about nurturing 4 key dimensions of your life. 1, physical, your body, your energy, your health. Are you getting enough sleep? Are you eating right? Are you moving, walking, truly living? 2, mental, your mind. Are you learning something new every day? Or are you just mindlessly scrolling through social media, letting your focus slip away? 3, emotional, social, your feelings and your relationships. Are you spending time with your loved ones? Are you connected to yourself, or are you lost trying to please everyone else? 4, spiritual, your soul, your purpose. Do you still remember your why? The reason that gets you out of bed every morning? Sharpening the saw isn't a luxury, it's survival. Because if you don't nourish yourself, you'll have nothing left to give to others. So ask yourself, when was the last time you did something just for you? Read a book, took a peaceful walk, had a heartfelt conversation, or simply connected with yourself. Always remember, self-care isn't selfish. It's the most valuable investment you can make in yourself. This habit begins to work its magic the moment you realize you are your greatest asset. And if you don't give time to yourself, your productivity, your creativity, and even your humanity begin to fade. To sharpen the saw is to pause, reflect, and rise again with fresh energy. Whether it's the quiet of an early morning, a few pages of your favorite book, or reminding yourself of your goals, every small step refuels you. Because a sharp saw cuts more with less effort, and a renewed person achieves more with less stress. So today, make a commitment. Every day, every week, every month, sharpen your saw. Not just to succeed, but to stay sustainably successful, grounded, and authentic. Be the person you'd be proud to look in the mirror and see. Now that we've come to the final step of this journey, let's pause for a moment and truly reflect. These weren't just 7 habits. These were 7 doors to your inner self. This book didn't teach us how to change the world. It taught us how to change ourselves. From within, deeply, authentically. Because real leaders aren't the loudest voices in the room. They're the ones who take responsibility, who live by principles, who know how to listen, understand, and then act wisely, consciously, intentionally. Each habit became a mirror, helping us not hide from our weaknesses, but face them and grow through them. Be proactive taught us to stop blaming circumstances and take initiative. Begin with the end in mind reminded us that one day everything will end. So why not live today for what truly matters? Put first things first showed us that being busy isn't the same as being productive. It's about doing the right things at the right time. Think Win-Win revealed that relationships aren't zero-sum games. We can all win together. Seek first to understand might have been the most powerful, because before we can understand the world, we need to understand each other. Synergize demonstrated the power of collaboration, where differences don't divide but create. And finally, Sharpen the Saw reminded us that those who pause and renew are the real long-distance runners in life. So now the real question isn't whether you've heard these habits, it's whether you'll live them. Because this book isn't just a concept, it's a commitment to yourself, to your growth, and to leaving a meaningful impact in this world. Are you ready? Ready for a new beginning? Ready to give yourself a new direction? Ready to create the version of yourself that right now is just a dream? If today's story stirred something inside you, made you think, or helped you reconnect with yourself, then this is your starting point. Because transformation doesn't start outside, it begins within. And every small step can lay the foundation for a powerful transformation. If this video resonated with you, don't let it just be another video. Let it become a voice in your life. Like it, share it, and drop a comment telling us which habit spoke to you the most and why. And if you want more powerful book summaries and deep, thought-provoking content, don't forget to subscribe to... We don't just tell stories, we awaken the voice within you that's been waiting to rise. See you in the next video with a new book, a new thought, and a new spark. Thank you.